All right, I have a watch repair kit, and I'm going to show you how to use this. This one is made by a company called Binier. It says your family's tool expert. All right, and it shows fixing a watch on the front of it. Now, this is a simple watch repair kit. I'm going to go over all the tools that are inside. It says try your tools, do it yourself. A lot of people need a watch repair kit to do things such as change the batteries or change out links in a watch to make the watch a little bit tighter or loosen it up. All right, so I'm going to open it up. And inside is the basic watch repair kit. Comes in a leather case. Well, it feels like leather. And here is some sort of lifetime unlimited refund guarantee for this right here. Okay, so that's just a little card that they have in there. And here's the kit. I'm going to go ahead and open this up, get a little closer so you can see this a little bit better. So this is the kit. I'm going to watch right here on the side. I'm just going to open it up from right here. And inside is the kit. A lot of things going on inside of here. Go ahead and look at this a little bit. Here's some of the tools. These look like thumbles, or not thumbles, but finger cots that come inside of this. Looks like some link remover tools. That appears to be some sort of small screwdriver inside of here, or screwdriver attachments. I'm going to place these just outside. These look like some sort of link tools for the watches. But one thing to note, to be totally sure what these parts are, there is a little map in here of what everything is. And I'm going to go over it according to what the map to make sure that everything I'm talking about is correct. Okay, so this is the operation instruction guide that comes with it. Pretty handy to have along. And I'm going to go over some of the tools that are in here. All right, so I'm going to flip this. This is a little bit different from how it's laid out. I'm going to go ahead and slide it this way. This is what it's showing right here. So one right here, it says that this is a screwdriver, 1.2 millimeter. This right here is stainless steel tweezers that come in here. Stainless steel tweezers. This right here, this contraption, this is a adjustable case opener. So to open up the case of your watch, assuming like right here. Gonna get to that in a second. And then right here you have pin pushers. This is to push the pins of the watch, the links together. So you have pin pushers. There's 4 of them in there. And then right here, this is a hammer. This is a watch hammer. So you have a watch hammer. And moving on, you have down here, this right here is a watch band pins remover. Whatever that means. Watch bands pin remover. So to remove the pins, you'll use this right here. All right, so you have the watch band pin remover. And then you have, going to move along, this right here would be a screwdriver. You have a screwdriver, handy screwdriver that comes along in this kit. And then you have 5 spare screwdrivers, should be right down here. So these are right here, these are the spare screwdrivers that you can replace this bit with right here. You put one of these in. These are, looks like Phillips and flathead, various types of Phillips and flatheads. And moving along, you have spring bar tool with a scale. So there's a scale on this. So one side is a scale, perhaps to get dirt and grime off. And moving along, these are finger cots, or finger gloves as they call it. Protect your fingertips. And then moving along, we have, this is a watch case holder. I guess I'm not exactly sure how to use that, but we'll find out. And it comes with a cleaning cloth. Okay, there's a cleaning cloth inside of here. If you can look right down here, it's a cleaning cloth to get it nice and shiny. And then you have a watch band holder for holding bands. And then moving along, this right here would be watch back pry opener. So this is for opening up the back of a watch pry opener. It's underneath the plastic. There's the pry. I'm actually going to go ahead and open this up so we can see what this looks like. So this is the back watch pry opener. All right. You pry open the back to replace battery or get inside of the watch. Place that back in there. And then you have, go in right here. There's supposed to be, I don't know where it is right now. Let's see. Spring bars, that is these right here. These are spring bars. And then, were these the spring bars? Yes, these are the spring bars. And then these right here are the watch pin remover. These are spare pins for removing the pins, okay? Spare pin remover, okay? So this is the watch repair kit right here. It's pretty, a lot of tools in here, easily to put in and keep everything nice and organized. But it's important to make sure that you keep everything in the bags and everything in the slots so things don't get unorganized. So I'm going to go ahead and show you a little bit of what these tools can do. So to open up the back of your watch case right here, I have my watch. There is this thing right here that holds the watch in place. This is a watch case holder. And so what you do with this watch case holder, I'm going to go ahead and unwind this, and then I'm going to go ahead and place my watch in here. Now this right here keeps the watch steady and secure while you can pry open the back, okay? You can use different tools to open up the back of a case. Now this right here is a case holder, holds it into place to where you can actually adjust to get the back of the watch open. So I have this right here, and you can use this as well as probably this tool if your watch has a slot on it to go ahead and remove the back, in which it does not, okay? So this does not have a slot, but it holds it in place just in case it did. So I'm going to have to use a different method on opening up the back of the watch. So I'm going to go ahead and loosen this up and go ahead and pull out my watch from the case holder. Now it's important, once you pull out your watch from the case holder, you replace the items back into the kit. Now this prevents you from losing and perhaps damaging some of the products that are in here inside of the kit. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out this adjustable case holder right here. This is another tool you can use to open up the case right here. And this is an adjustable case holder right here. you can use. There's so many options on opening up the case of your watch. Now this right here, you can adjust it right here, depending on your type of watch that you have. Various ways you can do this, okay? So you open it up, and it works in a similar fashion as the holder over there. You place it in here, you get it to the right size for your particular watch. And place it in. Something like that. I'm not going to fool around too much because there's other important things that I can go over in the case, but this case is pretty handy. There's a lot going on in it. Say, for instance, you wanted to remove some of the pins. Now, this part right here, this thing right here, this is adjustable band length. So if you want to adjust the bands on here, you have this part right here, which is the band holder. So essentially, you go ahead and place your watch, your bands, I got bands, in here, and it holds it into place while you can use some tools such as the pin remover. It holds into place, and you can actually remove pins by having this held in place. Okay, so the pins move, and it slides. If you look underneath there, the pins will go right through one of the holes. So you just take one of this, and sometimes you have to wiggle it around and get to it. And perhaps, if you need to, go ahead and zoom in. You can use a hammer to remove some pins. Alright, so I had that, and look at this. See, the pin comes right out right here. I used the hammer and the pin remover tool. Now to put it back in, I'm just going to go and flip this side right here. And I'm going to go ahead and first, I'm going to use, if I'm just using the pin right here, I'm going to switch it up to the mallet softer side. And I have the pin, it's kind of in place. And I'm just going to mallet it down into place to put the pin back in. And it's important that you use this side because you don't want to damage your watch at all. And so this is a smooth side right here. All right, so we have that in place. That's how you adjust the bands on there. And then when you're trying to go ahead and remove the back of the case to replace the battery per se, you look on the back of the watch and you try to look for a slot. Now, if you look closely, the slot is actually on the side. Now, I'm going to use this tool right here. This is for prying it open. Now, if you're trying to be careful and you don't want to scratch your watch, I'm going to go ahead and pull out the holder. And I'm going to go ahead and put the watch into place. And I'm going to tighten it. Tighten it like this. Tighten it into place. And I see the slot right here. Now, it's important when you open up the back of the watch that you place the slot in perhaps a 90-degree angle. Don't have it on this corner right here. Have it either going down right here, up right here, or on that side. That way, it's easier to put inside of a holder like this. So I have it in the holder. And then I also have this back removal tool. And it's, if you look at it, it's very thin right here, and it's good for getting into the slot. And I see that the slot is on the side. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this right here, and I just twisted it like that, and it popped open the back right there. Okay, so I popped open the back right there, and I was able to slide it off. Now, For those of you who are concerned about scratching your watch, I would suggest using this cloth that comes inside of the kit. Pull out this. And using the tip of the tool and going like this, and then trying to pry it open like that. It may work, it may be thin enough for it to work, but that prevents you from scratching your watch. So once I've done that, I pried it open with the tool, back remover tool. I can go ahead and slide this open right here. So now that I've slid it open, I have access to the back. Okay, and so in here is the battery. Okay, so once I have this open, I have access to the battery. Right, there's the battery. It says Swiss-made battery, 395 Renata. I can go ahead and remove the battery, replace it with a fresh battery. And when I'm done with that, go ahead and take this right here, the back side of this, and I make sure that it's cleaned off, from dirt and debris, because you want this seal to be perfect, okay? Because if the seal is not perfect, you run the risk of having damage to the internal of your watch through moisture. All right, so once I've done that, I'm going to look on the side for the place for where I can put the back remover tool. It's like a little sliver right there. And I'm going to place it back in the way that it was. And I'm going to do that by placing it back inside of the holder. And then I'm going to tighten the holder up by twisting on the nut right here. And once that's into place, I'm going to go ahead and take this. Now remember, identify where the slot is before sliding it in. All right, identify the slot. And then I'm going to go ahead and place this back in there. Let's see, go ahead and see that. There's the slots right there. I'm going to go ahead and place this back in, even it out. And even it out, put it in there. And then I'm just going to press down on this. And it's going to pop into place just like that. If you press down firm enough, it should pop back into place. And make sure that it's completely flushed around all the ends. And I'm going to go ahead and pull this out. And the battery is in place. The back is back into place. I'm able to use the watch. So this is the kit right here. You can place the battery of the watch. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you can take a look at this. So the kit comes quite in handy for adjusting the bands of a watch. I'm just going to go ahead and take this and find the parts that go to it. Make sure everything's back into place. The back removal tool, I'm going to put that right there. I'm just going to put the cloth back into the plastic. This will help keep the cloth clean. Placing it in there. So once I replace that, put that back in there. Try to put everything back into its place the way that I found it. That way it keeps it organized, because there's nothing worse than losing parts to a kit that you get. That doesn't go right there, does it? No, this is for the tweezer tool. I'm going to go ahead and place that back in there. And I'm going to place everything back to the way it was, or at least try to. So got the finger cots right there. Now all of these tools are very handy, especially this watch holder tool. It assists with holding the watch in place while I do delicate functions such as such as removing the back of the watch. Place this back in here. Especially like, throughout life we may gain or lose weight. And we have watches, and so you may need to adjust the length or how the watch is. I'm going to go ahead and take this, put this back into place somewhere. So it's easily to misplace these little bags. What is this? Go ahead and place this back in here. Put this back into the slot. It's really trickly. Trickly, is that a word? Trickly? It's really trickly. Oh, we have to slide this back in here. Put that into place. Then put the tweezers. I'm gonna go ahead and slide the tweezers back in here. Always make sure you have the cap on the end so you don't get hurt. And then go ahead and place the hammer. There it goes right there. Hammer's in place. Finger clots right here. And some more of these miscellaneous things, they just throw inside of the kit. Hopefully you don't lose them. Making sure you don't lose them. And close the kit back. Just like that. So this is the watch repair kit. Showed you how to use it. It's a great kit to have for when you need to make adjustments to your watch, such as adjust the bands or replace the battery or other things. So I hope this video was helpful. Thanks a lot for watching.